I'm indigenous right defenders from a small island as big as Singapore, the second biggest island in the country, far from the mainland and the ocean near the international water. I'm just 10 minutes away from the beach. You will see very beautiful farms behind me. I'm very proud of this area, and they're very rich in rice, and Arakanese are very rich in rice and natural resources, oil, gas, rice, and culture. Today is September 2021. Today is my friend's college from international community who would like to know what is happening inside Burma, especially my homeland, Arakan. Why Arakan so quiet? Most of the my Burmese friends become very interested in armed revolutionary that they have never had experience in the past. Now they are experiencing. This year in Arakan is in a very good situation. Until now, September 2nd week 2021. Burmese politics are very complicated. It's so just let's go us to the Arakan. When I use Arakan, I'm talking about the indigenous people from Arakan state, Rakhine state. They all are Arakanese in general, regardless of religion or color. The Rakhine state is called Arakan state. Many people say when we say Rakhine, it is not inclusive. It only means Rakhine, Arakanese Buddhist. There's most organizations in Rakhine use Arakan. When we use it, it should be for the people of the Arakan. Inclusive matter. In the past 2 years, Call Me Arakanese campaign was popular, which was done by Arakanese youth. The names Arakan used by Europeans. However, lots of revolutionary and political leaders, Arakanese, want to use Arakan's names. The government doesn't like it, even trying to arrest it when Arakanese name is used. There's about 10 languages the indigenous people from Rakhine state, Arakan state speak. All the religions are here: Hinduism, Islam, Buddhism, animism, and Christianity. And Arakan is very colorful. That is why Arakan present a Southeast Asia religion. And independence, Arakanese kingdoms was probably established as early as the 4th century. Arakanese was really independent place with its own kings. The first Portuguese ships arrived in around 1501. Due to some researcher. According to the Arakanese Chronicle, the first arrival of the Portuguese was 1532 when they came from the Great Ocean in a ship. Interesting story with the Portuguese people also. Lots of things between India and Bangladesh, Pakistan with Arakan. The history is available in the International University, also Google easily. 237 years ago, 1784, Arakan's kingdom was occupied or conquered. Totally 40 years under the Burmese kingdoms based in Mandalay, today's people in central Burma right now. It was before British come in. 40 years under the Burmese people, British came in, everybody fought back. Arakanese educated monk Utama was in front line fighting against British colonial, using non-violence, not only in Burma but also in South Asia. British was back, but Arakanese is no longer independent until today. The Arakanese had to struggle for the even basic rights. What about Arakanese revolutionary arms groups? After 1942, Arakanese freedom fighters, revolutionary arms groups, founded to fight back to free Arakan. For example, Arakan Defense Army. There has been also Liberation Army, Independence Army. Many of them around 1991. The first Arakan Army, the first AA was founded, very strong and powerful in the water and sea. Later it became weak as the leaders was arrested. Then some continues fighting with other different names. Arakan students and youth also participated in armed revolutionary groups. 2 more new Arakan army were founded again at 2004, the latest one 2009. Today there is also one more active. Army, Liberation Army, founded in 1973, 48 years ago, still exists, but not very as strong as the one founded in 2009. Most of the freedom fighters believe in education. The latest one, the revolutionary groups, were founded by educated youth. Around 6 armed groups founded by Muslims in the northern part of Arakan, Bangladesh border, and 2 more, one ethnic and foreign revolutionary group inside Arakan as well. There has been around 29 arms group in the history according to a source. Today, in 2021, the strongest one is Arakan Army, established by the educated young people, 2009, which started in China border. Many ladies, most of the young people, elders, or interested, welcoming it inside Arakan. Day by day, their influences are bigger and bigger. International news writes Buddhist army. It is right somehow, but it seems they are building some relationship with the people in Arakan, regardless of color or religion. Muslims people are also interested in this group. Most of the freedom fighter arms revolutionary group in the past used to believe that to fight back inside Arakan was the hardest part. Therefore, they used to go to the border, Bangladesh, India, Thailand, China, to join others revolutionary groups and build their headquarters there. Some of them really trying to come inside Arakan, but they got clear by the governments. 21st century, the youngest rebels, Arakanese groups, can really come inside and start working and writing a news page of Arakanese history, making impossible things possible, upside down. 7 months ago, since the military coup in Myanmar, Burma, the political win of the rebels, Arakan Army has significantly expanded its administrative and judicial mechanism in Arakan State in western Burma. Let me introduce myself. I have participated and observed the country peace for the 10 years since age 20. Seriously, 10 years. I could say I saw 80 to 100% what top political leaders or peacemaker really did and really feel. So what is the arms conflict? I personally had been with civil war for 15 years myself. If you don't have a civilian support or lots of modern weapons and the government does not care about you, it is how peacemakers have failed. Some are close to the China, some groups are with Western country, fighting for the peace, fighting for the independence, fighting for autonomy, fighting for the freedom. Some believe in hard power, some believe in soft power. According to my 15 years experience, armed revolutionary rebels groups want to have more guns, heavy weapons, so that it is easier to have a peace talk with the governments. Otherwise, no attention. Here, this Arakan Army has many rebel soldiers, so weapons, and have many supporters. They are fish. The public are water. Fish in the water. I have met or seen a lot of leaders in person, armed revolutionary leaders from South Asia, Philippines, Southern Thailand's groups, the Burmas, Nepal, East Timor, more than 45 former current president, the former president I have met. I'm aware of peace process. Where I'm right now, I'm standing right in the land of Arakan, right next to the Bangladesh. It is called Arakan or Rakhine, next to the Bangladesh, not far from India. Have an open sea to the world. Huge open sea, the ocean. Arakan is rich in natural resources, but no cash coming to the local people yet. Very poor, really poor. Arakan had been neglected by authority in every generation. Most people go abroad and work there. Some people can come back, some people cannot. They jump to the USA, UK, Japan, Australia with a refugee identity. Arakans are very everywhere in the world. Arakanese also live in Bangladesh and India. 2 years ago, local Arakanese people have supported the youngest revolutionary arms group by many possible ways. Many lives lost, many houses got burned, and 2 or 3 years, heavy and small weapons fly in the sky near the ears, above the head, like rains, bullet rain. Now they are quiet again in the central part of Myanmar, Burma. Young people are with guns fighting for their rights. In the west part, it is quiet, but others are lots of death and violence. Arakanese rebels groups is very popular. They are in international news, BBC, Voice of America, Al Jazeera, Diplomat, New York Times, everywhere, very popular. This year, 2021, in March, the country's government removed the terrorist destination from the Arakan Army AA, an ethnic arms organization in the country westmost, which it has engaged in violent conflicts of the past 2 years. In the past 2 years, more than 230,000 civilians were displaced, while nearly 1,000 were seriously injured or killed. Artillery shelling, gunshot and landmine explosion, including more than 170 children, according to the ground research. Arakanese want to be free, really free from the unfairness. Arakanese people from Arakan want to be really free. They have experienced facing the world's longest internet shutdown, affecting more than 1 million people in Arakan state, the state next to them, Chin state. In the history, many valuable things had been forcibly taken away. It is true, still happening. Since the coup fighting in Arakan state have remained quiet so far. Instead, the Junta State Administrative Council (SAC) appear to be working to gain the favors of Arakan's people. Then they release Arakanese politicians and writers, party political leaders, even the supporter to the rebels. However, the students, leaders of Arakan students unions were still inside prison. Now, according to the many news sources, Arakanese revolutionary group is implementing a governance mechanism with the strong institution for the public administrative and affair, including administration, judiciary, and public security. They also have police departments. Many young people and the local people are being trained. Most of the time, I call them rebels. Rebels, they like it too, but I am not sure whether they will like this word rebel now. The group is also attempting to involve the state's entire population, including the Muslims, northern and southern Arakans, in the governance of what is hoped will become an autonomous Arakan. They started with their short-term goal 2020 dreams through the storm, and they have got more than what they expected. There is one more next goal, I guess, 2025. We cannot know for sure. Learning about Arakanese struggle, I feel reading a book of the leader Castro in Cuba. The nearest example, some say similar revolutionary Vietnam's local people winning. Some nationality and ethnicity should have rights to make their own decision for the better the country. Arakanese, among them, Arakanese community is one of them. Arakanese people are more interested in their education, formal, non-formal. Lots of youth are freed from darkness. There is a good morning for every Arakanese. Seeing light, sun, beautiful farms, so on. Some war refugees, IDPs, internal displaced person can return home, but some still inside the camp, still facing challenges like food support, job from local organization and international community. No new displacement has been reported. War refugee IDPs are really in need of humanitarian support. We need to wait and see what will be the next. If there is big fight in the future, gunshot will be from everywhere. I guess what will happen. But today Arakanese situation is much better than before. Arakanese are already strong. Thank you so much. My name is Aum Minh Tu.